Hello there, y'all. It's Trevor Davies the Awesomeness here, and I'm doing another video on Super Mario Maker 2. I think this video is going to be a little bit different though, because the theme of this video is going to be recapping 2020 in 2021. Yeah, I know. This would have been more appropriate at the very tail end of 2020, like New Year's Eve or something. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it now, so you know what? What I mean by this is I'm gonna play through some of my levels here. Basically all the ones I uploaded within the year of 2020. Now I don't know if I'm gonna have any new levels that I make within 2021. I guess we'll see. But I'll scroll down. I'm just gonna play them all. That's basically it. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can one-shot them. You know, I feel like I generally made easier levels in 2020 than 2019 because, I mean, as we can see, some of my very first levels are yet to even be cleared. So, I'm just saying. But I think my very first level, so 1229. Okay, so here we go. Superior Gauntlet Sprint. This is the first level I made in the year of 2020. I believe it's also my hardest one in the year, probably, in terms of clear rate, because it's a 0.24% clear rate. Let's one shot this. Now, what makes this one trickier is it's pretty long. And I put, okay, y'all can be mad at me for putting the clear condition and basically saying at least when it's all. You'll see what I mean. Yeah. Well, I did actually fuck up. That's okay. I had different thoughts, and I was about to say, oh, remember this was like my first level of the year? And, but I want to one-shot it. So that 0.24% clear rate's quite low. So basically, the way I put the coins in this level kind of designate your progression through it, to say the least. So you kind of get an idea when you've gotten a certain amount, like how far you are out of 334, basically. This part is like a sandwich of the snake blocks, just kind of stay in between them. Yeah, you'll have to tell me maybe in the comments, like, which of my levels I made in 2020 do you like the most? So basically at the pipe, it's 168. And basically, 334 divided by 2 is 167. So 168 is basically literally symbolizes halfway. It's funny how close it is in terms of that. Now, I may not be doing any editing to prove that I'm beating it on certain attempts. Just saying. And I probably could have cut it sooner there too, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta play it safe than sorry. That's world record stats though for anyone who's trying to claim the world record, I guess. That's fine though. So this is like a survival section right here. Oh, I stayed big. That's good. Fuck you, Bowser Jr. See, I don't think my other levels, fuck, throughout the year are gonna be quite the intensity like this one, per se. In terms of clear rate, I guess. So basically this last section, you may be wondering, like, what the hell? Basically the laughs indicate where it's safe to be. People might mistake them for a troll, but you know what? They are not a troll. And see, you can see the timer, 7 seconds, like it's fairly tight. So you can see what I meant by screwing over with the clear condition. You see the extra coin right there. So like, fuck you, Trevor. It should you put at least in the clear condition, but it should be all, because you can't miss a single one. Anyway, that's a 0.24% clear rate that I beat on my second try, basically. It's my, after not playing it for who knows how long. But I mean, it is my own level, so I guess you suspect that I should be easily beating it, because it's my own level. But I'm just saying, like, after not playing it for who knows how long. So then we move on. This was also in January of 2020. That was on the 5th, but this is the 29th of January in 2020. You can see this is more of a 4%, so this one's fairly simple. I named it Treacherous but Regular Route. Traditional level, but can you perfect it? Well, basically the whole perfecting it thing that I mentioned in the description is more so trying to get like highest in-game score, like you notice on the frickin' top right next to the timer, like a score. So I forgot what like my high score I was showing, but it was like in the 50,000s or something. I don't know. I'll just play it just to have fun. I mean, I guess I'll get all the coins and see what I get, but I don't expect to repeat the perfect score, so-called, that I might have set myself at, which I believe you can even get higher than, like, I don't know if there's even a perfect score possible on this. I don't know. I feel like I've seen as much as 65,000 obtained on this. Funny thing, I screwed up, and this is a 4%, so I shouldn't be screwing. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm talking and I'm trying to maybe perfect it. I mean, simply beating it is really simple. But also the tricky part too is I put a checkpoint in this level. So when you're trying to obtain that so-called highest score, it won't be as high if you resume from the checkpoint without starting over, because resetting at the checkpoint takes your coin counter back down to 0, or your score counter, well, both counters, we'll say, because that is true. Now there's a star. I did put an arrow, so it's not a cheap hidden block, in case y'all were wondering. This was like a big area for getting points. Basically, you have to survive, and then you get that, basically. Can I get you, plant? Yeah. But yeah, that's basically that. And then, so here's the checkpoint. Though, I will say, regardless of the score thing, it is trickier primarily to even attempt from the checkpoint, because you won't have this propeller like I have, per se. Like, you will start out as a small Mario, so without being able to take the damage boost. And you can see I put blocks there. Oh, and I got the key, so I could have went inside and got the true ending. You know what? I just wanted to just cruise through it. I guess wasn't really. I didn't even pay attention to whatever the score was. So this one was Super Track Quiz comments on. I don't even know if I should show this one, because then I'd just be showing the correct answers. This one's basically a quit. Oh, fuck. This one's it was basically I guess I'll show the concept, and maybe I'll show one of them, like the very first. But yeah, I don't want to just show all the answers, you know. And you can tell that the level after it. So this was March 21st of 2020. So yeah, so maybe after I do all these of mine, I can do some other people's. So basically, the theme of this level is you have to look at the track designs. Now, I did kind of make a flaw a little bit in making it hard for some people to see like the differences, like where some go off screen a bit. But in reality, though, I don't think it's too much of an error because look, you can just kind of do that and get it. Well, I mean, because the coins also kind of try to indicate like that's number 5 and the first this is number 1 over here, because some people might look at it as like 5 4 3 2 1 when it's the opposite. And then when you're answering the question, which I put things to say, well, where's my comment? Oh, I don't have comments displayed, but you'll see I put a comment right here. Now that's the thing I wish Nintendo could have improved maybe when they made Mario Maker 2, allowing us with when we post like that we want to make like where we can't just write out what the level, what the question is. Like you see my yellow underlined one, it said track 3 or something. Right? I can't. Now this is one thing I wish. That's not even my fault as the designer. It's just the limitation. Like we have so many things we can do in this game when we make our levels. Like, the first Mario Maker was certainly... Okay, I'm talking too much, but yeah, certainly limited. Was it asking what number 3 was, which was the longer one, basically, right? So yeah, and then when you... Now, when you're wrong, you don't automatically die, but you get shrunk. Nice soft block. It was... What was it? How are you talking about soft block? Anyway, you get the point of the level, I think, the concept behind it. So, you know, that's, yeah. This is practically the same thing, and actually, I don't think I'm going to show this one because this one has way more comments in it and more just looking like Pick a Pipe or Pick a Path if you don't put the comments. But I did say, make sure you put the comments. Or did I? I don't know. That'll be the only one I don't show because, again, like I just explained, it's basically another quiz. Right? I mean, I did say comments on those, so we'll go to the next one, which I must have uploaded on March 28th of 2020. Mario's Left to Right Gauntlet. And you'll see some of my later levels too kind of follow this idea. So basically, you gotta survive. It's kind of, but you're limited where you can't really jump. You have to, it's a, you have to survive, and so when you can see on the edge, the spiny shells racking the coins. So that's, you're kind of like, when you die, it's kind of like your score of how far you made it in. Though, like you could probably see that the clear condition was at least. Now there is no there is no trick coin like the other level, but the thing is, I make it so that you kind of decide how long you want to last when, because I mean you can go the full 100%, but it's like you kind of have to survive like 80% of it or something. See, this room ends at 44. Now that's another good reason to do with the clear condition, the fact that the second spiny came kind of late, and so some people might be disregarded to think the room ends at 28 coins. I don't know what that drawing is that someone put, but you know what, I don't care, I guess. This is basically surviving Kamek's magic. I don't even know if I made it all the way. I don't think so. Now, I did kind of make this room very obtuse, like very unclear what to do, so I will say as the designer, I should have, as you saw, I had to put a comment to make people know to stand at this spot and survive. It kind of takes away the challenge of the course, or not the course, but of this particular room of surviving, because you're just standing in one spot versus moving back and forth. So I will say that was kind of, I should have maybe designed that better, but that's alright. Now this is interesting how I did it with the Bowser Juniors and the hammers, but also the spinies spines or spines coming towards you in different angular directions, like just kind of, and also the potobos as well. So you can see the P switch. Now you can go ahead, but this part you have to be very cautious of. For, yeah, you see why. So the highest you can get is 266. So what did I get? 262. I must have left one room early or something. See, you have plenty of, like, you could have, you only needed 223 to pass. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of optional whether you want to do it that way, I suppose. So yeah, there's that one. And then what was the next one? Superior left to right test, which is basically the same concept, but it's not really survival. It's just platforming without jumping, where your main control is moving left and right. That's what the level is based around the extremely basic concept of moving left and right on the joystick. That's all it is. But you have to use that in mind of how you dodge the obstacles. And you're like in between these two munchers, so you have to see. You have enough time though to react. And of course, like most of the other levels, the coins are offered as a progression. And really, like how they go in a straight line, like a progression bar. Like this is probably the most symbolic of that in any of my levels for the year. I would say, just the fact that it goes in a straight line like you would with a actual progression bar, or a progress, like a health bar, a progress bar. Yeah, I didn't see the clear rate on that. I don't remember what it was, but it's rather simple level. But I've seen people die quite a bit to it. Just, I guess you just gotta get to the used to the concept, and you can see it's been played by over 2,000 people. So it's a 5.86. Yeah, that's a fairly simple level though, even for 5.86%. Maybe I'm just that good. Again, these are my own levels, so I'm gonna do them better than others. So then, this was basically when the new update, or the final update to Mario Maker 2 came out in April 22nd of 2020, and basically this was practically the same as this, except now it featured the Koopalings, which were added as new update features. So basically, now you may argue that this one had more to do with RNG, using the Koopalings firing at you like that, versus the other level. But I mean, for the most part, you have plenty enough wiggle room. I mean, Roy here only gives you one. It's the Ludwig ones that can really trick, because Ludwig will get. I mean, the other thing is you can manipulate them the way you aim and turn when you move left and right to kind of decide how they will do their movements. So it's not just dodging, but manipulation to help making dodging more straightforward. Because otherwise, it can get really tricky. See, just like that. And again, progress bar, as you can see with the 94 coins in that. So yeah, basically same kind of level right there, but it's yeah. So then minigame counting the objects. This was quite unique when I made too. And it isn't really a direct quiz, but it is basically a quiz, but it's not like how the my other quiz levels were. So what you have to do is you have to count like the bonefish here. So I mean, basically, I guess I'll show you one example. So basically, um, there were 6 spinies. So you look at how many keys. So we have 3, 5, 6, or 10. So that's the multiple choice. So 6 is. Now you may be wondering, why are there coins for wrong answers? And it's for partial credit. Like, you have a required amount of coins you gotta get. Not all the coins, so you can mess up on a few. But the thing is, the closer your answer is, like if you pick the second or third best answers, you'll at least get, like you can see here, partial credit. So like this one up here was the choice that was 5. So the correct answer was 6, right? So 5 is only 1 off. And then this one was 3, which is only 3 off. And then this one was 10, which is 4 off, which is the worst choice. So you get nothing for if you got that one, the absolute worst furthest off. So basically, now that was specific on the spinies. The same picture, now the bonefish, which there were 8 of, so like you'll see here. And then basically you have another one of them. You have to count. That's basically the concept of the level. Again, like the other quiz levels, I'm not gonna spoil the answers. I just wanted to demonstrate. So now, this one I uploaded in July 12th, 2020. So jump, get over it. Basically, it's like my concept of only doing left to right of the joystick, except you're not doing that now. Except you, and also you can't you can't at all press left and right. So it's like the opposite. You can't at all press left and right. And now the only thing you can do is press A. That's your only mechanic. Now, you may be wondering why you can't press left or right when you're jumping. That right there is the reason. Because if you move left or right on the joystick, you will hit the spikes and die. So basically, it's all about timing the A button. But the way you press it, of course, can determine on just how high of a jump you have, which factors into the timing as well. And the mushrooms, again, act like the progression. I'm sure y'all knew that. And I was about done too, so I kind of fucked that up, but that's alright. Easy game. Even though I died, it's okay. But yeah, you get the idea, and so 34. Yeah, once that P switches, because there's 3 one-up mushrooms before reaching the goal that aren't necessarily in this column where you're jumping at. So if you're wondering, like, where are the last 3, that should hopefully answer your question. You're welcome. So see, so you still have to do a little movement though, I guess, so I guess I kind of tricked you, but I mean, in the main level itself, like, you can't move left or right. Just at the very end, when you've basically beaten it. So that's that. And then Coin Precision Sprint, which, what date was this? August 5th, 2020. So this was basically just I made this similar to be like the Ninja speedrun levels, where you have to try to do it as fast. So getting a world record is kind of a real challenge. So basically, there was like a specific pattern. Like, it's easy to beat the level, but it's the challenge of trying to master the time. I don't even remember the proper method of doing this. So like right now, I should have probably beaten the level, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. So basically that's it. But it's all about finding the fastest way to optimize getting those 13 coins. Let me just do it one more time, see how much faster I can be. Because, we can see the record is 16.783, and to be fair, that's faster than my clear check, which was like 19 when I was first trying to. So, I mean, to be fair, that's. But I definitely didn't get, I think. So, like, I think the method I might have used was like going. Whoops, that wasn't it. Well, or that kind of it, I guess, but I don't know. It was like something like this, I think. Well, actually, not quite this now, but that's okay. Whoops. I would have died from the Mecha Koopa. Fuck, I missed the coin. But that would have at least been faster than the first time. Fuck. Well, not to give this one more shot, because I've already beaten it for you guys, and I need to move on. Oh fuck, I think I forgot. I was supposed to do the other shit. Hold up. I mean, maybe if there's any editing of any sorts to be in this video, maybe it'd be right here, because I already beat the level for you, and just be like skipping all over all of the restarts I had to do for trying to get the better time, you know. So it's something like this, I think. Yeah, that's how I did it, I think. But I think there's a faster way. I saw a streamer do it before. I think it was Adwolf on Aldwolf on Twitch or something. Did it faster. Like I think he was the one that got the freaking 16, and my clear check was like 19. But yeah. That was 23 point something, I think. But anyway, like it doesn't even display my, but my clear check was 19.716. So claws time descent minigame. I think this is my second newest level. I think like my second to last of the year 2020. This was August 27th, 2020. Because I believe the next one is the one you've already seen many times. My most recent level. Because I haven't uploaded any levels in 2021, and I don't know yet if I will or not. We'll see. So basically, you've probably seen this level. You gotta time the claw. And you gotta at least get 7 coins, but you can get all 16 of them if you want. Up to player discretion. Just gotta have the right timing. I mean, you see a theme with a lot of my levels. Now, this one, you actually don't even need to do anything. Just don't be too hasty to go to be jumping down too early. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that'll lead to your demise. And especially on that, because if you think you jump and then whoop, the big winged plant will get you. So yeah, the timing. That one you just had to be fast. Fast thinking. Think fast. Again with this one, where if you were too slow, the coin just goes away. Yep. So I can get this last one, so that'd be 14 out of 16. I can get all 16. Ow, my neck. Ugh. Yeah, let's get all 16 now. Again, so since I was, yeah. Ow, my neck. Oof. Okay. Just gotta have the perfect timing. Do 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 do. So how are y'all doing today? Probably saw the new Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury trailer. Oh fuck, I missed that one. That's alright. You know what, that's alright. And you saw the new trailer for Bowser's Fury. That was really cool though, I gotta say. Bowser looks creepy in it though. But that's okay. So that's just how it be. Okay, so this will be 15 once I get this last one. So damn it, 1 coin. That's okay though. You know, I could get 16, but yeah, kind of just talking and not focusing the most, but that's okay. And now, my most recent level, y'all have already seen this many times, Mario's Absurd Wings, but how many of you know I uploaded it on October 25th, 2020? I don't know, but yeah, since October 25th, but anyway, I'm gonna try to get 0 wings since last video I hit 1 or something. Whatever it was. Man, this was certainly interesting going through these today. Just recapping on what a year with my level design in Mario Maker 2. You could kind of see a theme though with them for the most part. So. Oop, here we go. Oop, I want to be careful. Ooh, I didn't hit it. Okay, we're good, we're good. 0 wings. 0 wings. Doing good with this ending. Perfect. Look at how fast I was too with getting the mushroom. GG 0 wings. Perfect. Oh. Well, I do gotta say though, now that we got through them all, and it's been 32.5 minutes of recording, that might have to be the video. I mean, I guess I could try to beat my frickin' very first level if I even remember how to beat it. Because it was an insanely low clear rate, but you know what? Or this one. I feel like I'd have an easier time with this one. Still uncleared though. It may have fewer attempts, only 4,700 attempts, versus the 70... how many? 7,400? But you can see 1,051 people played it versus 1,046. So even though this one has fewer attempts, more people, played it. It's just, that means that per person, each person took fewer attempts at it. So more people were trying more attempts at this one. Anyway, guess that'll do it for this vid. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Trevor Davies, the